You're listening to the Kim D Snyder Show, episode number 033. In this episode, you will discover everyone is in sales.
Welcome to the Kim D Snyder Podcast.
Welcome. I'm your host, Kim. This show is for business leaders and experts to stand out. For the show notes, go to kimdsnyder.com/033. If you're interested in leadership development for your organization, go to kimdsnyder.com/inquire. Let's get this party started. And let's talk about what your first impression is when I say sales or salesman. Yep, I can almost hear it in your head right now. You're thinking of sleazy, pushy car salesman. I ask this question often, and this is the most common answer I get. But what it really is sales as a way to influence, position, and impact somebody. And there's 4 people you need to sell on a daily basis. 1 is you, 2 is your team, 3 is your manager, and 4 is your client, if relevant. All right, let's go into details and those 4 people that you need to sell. Number 1, you need to sell yourself. If you do not convince yourself that you are the person for that job, even if you don't have the skills, but you'll have the right attitude, you'll put in the work to learn and improve, then game over, you might as well stop. You've got to make sure that you're all in with yourself. The second one is selling your team. Now, this might be your department team or it might be your project team, but it's your immediate team that you work with on a daily project, and it might be a couple. But you need to sell them and let them know that you are worthy, you're the teammate, you'll step up, you'll contribute, you'll help out, you'll make your deadlines, you're pleasant, you're fun, you want to get along. Yeah, this all happens within the team, whether you like it or not. And there is some time that it takes to build those relationships, right? Just like dating. I used to say dating is like sales and sales is like dating, both of them, right? You have to make sure that you are courting that person, you build those relationships, and you're starting to do the little dates. You just don't hop in and ask for a big ask. You've got to build those relationships. So if you're in a new team, realize that it takes some time to build that relationship. The third person or group that you need to sell is your manager or project manager or account manager or principal. Whoever put you on this project, if you're working on an additional project or outside of your department, you need to sell them. You need to sell them so that they know that they want you on their project, that you're easy to work with, that you get stuff done, that you're actually proactive, you look for solutions, you're helping the client out. You're helping out the manager, the project. They want to make sure that you are helping the project and or the company ultimately to success. And then the fourth person you may or may not need to sell, depending on your role, if you're a consultant or project manager, is the client. You need to sell the client that you are the right choice for them, because guess what? You have colleagues and peers that they can swap out if they don't like what you're doing, and they will make those calls. So you need to sell the client, influence them that they made the right decision to bring you on board. And you do that by, accomplishing what you said, being pleasant, getting things done, helping out the client, and validating that they made the right choice for not only you, but for the company, because you're a direct reflection of the company. So you are selling every day, I'm telling you. Now, if you're really good, you can even pre-sell the client before you get there. How do you do that? If you're speaking at conferences, if you're writing blogs, LinkedIn posts, Medium posts, and the client see them, guess what? They're going to start asking for you by name. They're going to want you there. So that's how you also pre-sell the client work to make sure that you're in there, right? Because as a consultant, you want to be billable. As a project manager, you want to be asked for. As an employee, you want to be the go-to resource. The action items for this episode are: number 1, if you don't already, change your attitude and impression about sales. I replace the word and I call it influence, and that helps me because I am there to influence and help. The second one is make a list of those areas that you want to improve so that you will be seen and a benefit to your team and your manager or project team or coworkers or peers. But make a list of what you need to improve, if anything. You always have something to improve, so add that to the list. And then the third item is, this is a really long-term one, and this is going to be a stretch, but if you're not speaking and you're not writing blogs, start doing that and getting them in front of your peers and your account managers, and they will start showing up in front of clients, and then you will be asked. You will be pre-sold to that client, to that gig, to that initiative, that project engagement. They will be asking for you. For the show notes for this episode, please go to kimdsnyder.com/033. Thank you for listening. I would appreciate if you would leave a review wherever you're listening or watching for this so that we can reach more leaders. If you are looking for leadership development for you or your team, please go to kimdsnyder.com/inquire. See you on the next episode.